dear friends, and welcome to Allatra TV India. We continue meeting people around the globe. And today, life's conversation is special as it's made in collaboration with Bloom in India. And so we can together realize what our common goal is, how we, people, envision the creative society, and what it is for us. And those who are joining us for the first time and would like to find out more about the worldwide, unique, international project Creative Society, please visit our official website, allatraunites.com. So, my name is Olga, and this broadcast we are going to hosting with Dr. Nita. Dr. Nita, hello.
Hello, Olga. It's pleasure meeting you and welcome to Allatra, India. Thank you. Thank you. So, hi everyone. Yes, with great pleasure. I would like to introduce today's guest. Today's guest, Sneha Kala, is an
Hi.
experienced trainer with 12 years of experience in training, design, delivery, and teaching media operations and administrations. Could you please share a little more about your activities? Sneha, what is your primary focus nowadays?
First of all, namaste everyone from India, and thank you so much for inviting me over. Yes, the primary focus these days and always been for me is about giving every human an equal opportunity. There have been a lot of opportunities for each and every woman in this world. We have opportunities for children, but my prime focus lies for men. There are no such bodies, authoritative bodies that work for men's well-being. And since I was a school student, I have been one of the volunteers to talk and make people aware about the atrocities that men face with regards to stereotypes, the misandry, and other things, legal restrictions and legal pressures that they all go through. So this is what my agenda is, to make our society together. I truly believe in the institution of family, where mother is somebody who's a nurturer in the family, the father is the one who leads the family and provides. If one of them are not there, there will be a disbalance in family, and that is worse than an abuse for a child. So it's very important for men and women to come together, forget their differences, complement each other, and become a part of a family, which definitely makes a better society in the future. Well, that's my primer focus these days.
Yes, thank you so much,
You're
Hannah.
welcome.
It's very interesting to hear your story, your what you're doing, your great job for people. Thank you so much. And you working in the social sphere. And my question is, Sneha, could you please share, in your opinion, what are the core values in building reliable human relationships?
So for every human relationship, one thing that's very important is compassion, and the next to that is empathy. If we believe in that, if we truly are empathetic towards each other, that will make the relationship not only reliable but also strong, and the bond will remain for lifetime. That is my understanding about having a reliable relationship, Olga.
So beautifully said. Compassion and empathy. Thank you, Sneha, for bringing us this wisdom because this is the wisdom of love. So, here I ask you nowadays, people from all over the world are conducting social surveys and asking what, unless all people, in your opinion, what unless all of us, regardless of any status and affiliation, so what do we all have in common?
Uh, So if you forget statuses, achievements, and various other things that have been told by you, Dr. Nita, I feel the most important thing that we all have in common is emotions. So be it feeling ticklish and you laugh, to when you get really angry, everything is about your emotions. How do you feel? How you make other person feel, right? So that's the most important thing and the most common thing that is there in each and every human being. That's what I believe in.
Yes. Yes, what we have in common is our feelings, love,
Yes.
mutual respect to each other. Yeah, thank you so much, Neha. And all over the world, our volunteers ask our guests and people on the street everywhere the same question. Sneha, how do you see the creative society where every person, your relatives, friends, feels comfortable, happy, and safety? What is a creative society for you?
For me, a creative society would be where we are free of judgments. You have this freedom of being yourself. We all have been talking as mentors, as friends, as people to each other about self-love. But how often have we spoken about, okay, you can self-love yourself by this way. What if that's not my way? Right? If I believe in going out and dancing in the rain and somebody's stopping me, that's not freedom. Let that person be. So I feel to have a creative society, it's all about being free from all the judgments, being free from all types of stress, and obviously about these negative notions about each other, the presumptions about each other. Once you're free from that thought process, probably that's when we can have an ideal creative society, as per me.
Yes, thank you so much. Uh, many people say they wanna freedom, freedom. Like we living in a freedom, like free country and everything, but still we like feeling something. Yeah, like in a cage. Yes, because of our consumer format, where it's everything about competitions. You don't look like. She or he and everything, and it's unfortunately our consumer format telling us. But why we are here to talk about better world, and we can change. Yes, we can change. We cannot wait when somebody will come and change our world. And nowadays people from all countries are conducting the biggest social polling in the history of mankind to find out in which world we want to live. As a result
Mhm.
of those millions of interviews, the eight foundations were formed. So let's watch a short video how this foundation were formed.
The biggest social polling in our entire history of civilization has been conducted during the last 10 years by people around the world. 180 countries, millions of people of different social statuses, denominations, nationalities talk about the society in which they want to live in. And this is a creative society based on the answers of the people from around the world. 8 foundations of creative society were established. A society where all people can live in happiness, peace, and prosperity. This is that very society that our prophets bequeathed to us. All prophets talked about the value of life, freedom, honesty, common human values, equality before God, mutual respect, and unification of people, about love for each other. They talked about the common truth and about the world which we can create. The prophet said, there will be a time when we're able to build a creative society. We are honored to live in the time. which the prophets talked about. When everyone is chosen.
Yes, it's true. It's everyone is chosen and everyone is unique. And Sneha, what benefits? I know you read the articles about 8 foundations, and what benefits can you see for yourself and every person when these foundations are implemented?
Well, I see it's an holistic approach completely. All these 8 foundations. Am I audible? If yeah. Yeah. So I think that this is a holistic approach completely from human freedom to right to life, liberty, transparency, everything that you can ask for. So I think the benefits are also very holistic. It keeps you free from stress. It keeps you free from it keeps you on the ground reality that this is what you need. This is what is required mainly for you to be at peace and be a human in the first place on this planet. So I think these are the benefits that one can have with regards to 8 human foundations.
Yes, thank you. Yes, it's a beautiful answer. And as we see from the foundation, the human life is the highest value. Also, in the second foundation, human freedom is says every human is born with the right to be a human being. All people are born free and
Mhm.
equal. Everyone has the right to
Yes.
choose. There can be no one and nothing to ears about a human, his freedom and rights. The implementation of human rights and freedom must not violate the rights and freedoms of others. So, Sneha, in your opinion, how important is freedom of choice for personal development? What should we start from to learn how to value freedom for every person?
I'm so sorry, Olga. There was some technical glitch. If you could please repeat your question.
Okay, I will repeat.
Yes.
Uh, Sneha, in your opinion, how important is freedom of choice for personal development? What should we start from to learn how to value freedom for every person?
See, so from a development point of view, yes, human freedom is important so that nobody dictates another person what you need to do to become a developed, the most achieved, or the well accomplished person in today's world. That's what I feel. So when the person is free to decide, okay, when the person is free to call him or herself as somebody that this is my decision, I want to follow that, this is my passion, I want to go through it, that's human freedom for me, and that's something that's really helpful to become developed and evolved at the same time. So it's not just what you are outside, it's also what you are within. So human freedom not only helps you to become if I have to say that I want to develop my personality, I need to change my body language, I need to change the way I speak, my diction, my pronunciation. But what about that happens within? Human freedom helps me with that. It helps me with my journey inwards and not outwards. So if, if that can sum up my answer.
Yeah, yeah, that's really very nice and well said. Whatever is there inside, and that is what if it comes outside, you become a whole human, and that exactly is human freedom, with not intruding into the space but allowing the person to be who he or she is. So coming to your next question, Sneha, there is also seventh foundation which guarantees justice and equality for each persons without exception. so, why is it so important to create equal opportunities? What benefits will it bring for every person and society as a whole?
So, if I could relate this to the cause that I have been fighting for, just to quote an example, in India especially, we have a lot of laws for women protection, and a definition of it states that women needs to be protected. However, there have been reverse cases where, because men couldn't, complain, or men couldn't seek justice, not complain, but seek justice in a societal and a constitutional, in a legal way, they attempt suicides. They do all sorts of things, they get into which may harm them. And that is where I feel the lack of opportunity to get justice, to be felt equal. And the seventh foundation is absolutely the foundation that I believe in, the equality and justice. I'm not saying that, equality just for the sake of saying it. It has to be equal in every sense. So if I am giving something to one person, say Olga is my best friend, and I have invited her for my birthday party, and I give her everything, and then we have somebody else coming in and have nothing left for that person, how would that person feel? The conducive nature there, will be, the conducive nature will not prevail. It will not be looking nice, and that person will be sad forever, probably disappointed that, I'm feeling left out. Let's not. And when the feeling of isolation dwells in, that is when the person becomes anti everything. That is when the society becomes unsafe for many people. That is when people start getting into depression, anxiety, and a lot of other disorders which nobody wants for themselves. Then why for others? And that is where I feel the justice and equality plays a major role. So we should not look at who is asking for justice. I think we should look at what seeks justice. What is the reason why this person is asking for justice? Let's not ask who, but let's ask what and why instead, for every human being.
Yes. Thank you so much, Neha, for your answer. And it's, yes, I'm agree with you, because this consumer society where we're living, yeah, every time is competition, and God is create us equal. Why we have this discrimination, woman, man, child, and everything? It's, and of
Right.
course, let's come back to the creative society, because it's just one chance to to move in a better world, and unite. We can achieve this goal by one goal. Yes.
Yes,
Thank you
absolutely.
so much. And we would like to show a short video from the conference Creative Society United We Can, which is an unprecedented event which has united people from all over the world. Let's watch the video.
Elephants are habituated to a rope since childhood. First, they are tied to a tree, and an elephant calf trying to escape understands that the rope is many times stronger than him. Then, already being a grown-up elephant, he no longer even makes attempts to become free, because he understands that the rope, which is stronger than him, will win anyway. And when already a human who, well, the strength of a human and an elephant is incomparable, but an elephant still submits to a human and follows him with his head down, is the same in human society.
The whole point, imagine. An ordinary human, skinny and little, is leading an elephant on a rope. Why? Because the elephant believes that the rope is holding him. Friends, we have the same thing. Nothing is holding us, except our imaginary rope. And I would simply like to say, friends, let us stop being stupid elephants and let's become humans.
Yes, let's become humans. In your opinion, Sneha, how can each person realize and be aware that a human is a fundamental unit of society? That the life of every person is priceless, and we all are responsibility for what is happening in our world. How can we bring this understanding to people around us?
Uh, I'll just quote an example here. Okay, so if I pinch myself, okay, and I turn red, uh, so this is my feeling. If I pinch somebody else and that person doesn't turns red, doesn't mean that person will not get hurt ever. And that's the essence of being united. the feeling that matters, the reason why. It's not necessary that if something makes me feel bad, will obviously make the other person bad as well. It's a very subjective thing. It's all about how one person takes a situation. So we cannot judge somebody if they don't understand our problem, if they don't step into our shoe. Instead, we need to look at from their side what makes them to feel the other way. Lot many times I'm asked this question, Sneha, why do you talk about men's well-being? It's because I have seen people suffering, and that's enough for me to unite and come back and talk about them, make things aware about the atrocities and the injustice that they suffer. That's enough for me, and that is what unites me as a woman with other men, as humans together. The same way, you don't really need to understand the extreme pain that person is going through, but at least understand that this person is in pain. That's enough for us. And that can help us to unite together and come together and work for a better society. It's just the feeling that, this person is in discomfort. Let me make him or her comfortable. That is it. That's the only thing that is required. Rest, everything can be taken care of.
So thank you, Sneha, for bringing in this beautiful perspective of understanding the discomfort. And as you mentioned, whether it is a child, whether it is a girl, whether it is a boy, whether it is a lady or it is a gent, everyone feels the pinch. But the thing is, in case if it is not visible, that doesn't mean that there is no pain. There is definitely a pain. So here comes with something understanding about pain. I would love to ask you, as we are all in this testing, the theory of 6 handshakes, whom you would like to invite for the next conversation and to hear his or her vision of creative society.
Oh, great. So I would like to nominate two people, and I'm sure they'll be equally excited as I am to take their names. One is Mrs. Jyoti Tiwari Pandey. She's from Bangalore, Karnataka in India. And another one is Ms. Akshara Seth. She's from Delhi, again from India. And I think these two people will, be good resources to be included in the creative society. And they are people who are very compassionate, who believe in unity, who believe in 8 foundations of creative society. So I'm sure that these two will do the justice. Yeah, these two.
Thank you so much. Wonderful. Yes, because it's very important. How will we build the creative society if nobody will knows about this beautiful project, this beautiful chance to live better world where we deserve to live, all of us. Of course, it's to share with this information about the creative society from heart to heart with our relatives, with our friends on the work, because we don't need a revolution to go on the street and scream. No, we need evolution. Just unite by peaceful means, from heart to heart, and we can do it. And as much more people will know about the creative societies, and faster we will live in this beautiful world. And to join Creative Society project of the Allatra International Public Movement, please visit our website allatraunites.com, where you will see the red button Join. All you need is to fill out a very short and easy form, and the volunteers of Allatra International Public Movement will contact you. So, dear Sneha, thank you so much for this enriching conversation, for your answer, for deeper understanding. We need the creative society as soon as possible. And thank you so much, Dr. Nita, for, for your being with me, hosting this wonderful live broadcast. Thank you so much.
Always a pleasure, Olga. Thank you so much, Creative Society. Thank you so much, Dr. Nita.
Thank you. Friends, I just also wanted to share with you a great news. We have an international online conference coming up on 24th of July at 3 p.m. GMT, where we will provide an overview of external and internal factors of rapidly progressing global crisis that is affecting everyone. Just have a glance at the video.
Modern civilization has reached the point of instability and global crisis. The global financial, economic, environmental, anthropological, and climate crises are realities that every person is already facing. But this is only the beginning. The fourth industrial revolution and a threat of mass unemployment. Future without jobs, causes of the inevitable collapse of the world economy if the consumerist format is preserved. The problem of overpopulation, rapid depletion of the planet's resources. Global climate change. It's time to understand the reality of world threats. International online conference. Global crisis. This already affects everyone. Is the event of utmost importance, organized by volunteers from around the world on the platform of Allatra International Public Movement on July 24th, 2021 at 1500 Greenwich Time. A live broadcast of the conference will be streamed on thousands of media channels and platforms with simultaneous interpreting into more than 60 languages. The future of humanity, self-destruction, or the development of civilization.